Can an entire industry be wrong about how to resolve security for decades? Can those that we've trusted to develop solutions to keep us secure be wrong for decades? Here's the deal. We've failed at security. Stand by, and I'm going to explain how, why, and what it's going to take to fix the numerous problems that have contributed to creating huge advantages for threats and more danger to the victims of these threats. I'm Terry Choate, co-founder, president, and CEO of Blue U Defense, and I'd like to welcome you to our new channel. Before I go any further, I need to ask you for your support by subscribing, liking, and commenting regularly on the extremely valuable, practical, engaging, and effective solutions to true security that we're going to bring you. So, let me summarize what's now required to create real security for people, families, schools, businesses, churches, and other organizations. If we want to be truly secure, we need to completely untrain and retrain. We need to completely untrain the wrong, which is basically everything that we've been led to believe keeps us secure, but actually has made us more vulnerable to threats. And we need to retrain the right, or what it truly takes to be secure. So, do you think that surmising that we have completely failed at security is harsh? Well, let me enlighten you. Almost 24 years ago, we lived the horror of the tragic incident of Columbine. Now, Columbine wasn't the first act of mass violence within a school, as we've had many prior to that. What it was the first incident following the widespread use of the internet. How did this change things? Well, it brought the incident right into our homes, right into our backyards. It was really the first incident that was covered thoroughly from the second it started until its conclusion. It was the first incident where we were able to see, hear, and feel the pain of both the victims, the parents who suffered what most would call the worst possible thing that could happen, losing a child, and the teachers and staff of Columbine High School. It brought what may have previously seemed too far away to worry about for everyone except those living in close proximity to Columbine, again, right into our homes and backyards. What Columbine also did was trigger a revolutionary effort to resolve this problem and ensure that nothing like this would ever happen again in our nation's schools. And this effort bled into businesses, churches, and other organizational security as well. It brought all these supposed experts to an imaginary table to brainstorm for answers. Who were these so called experts? Law enforcement, local, state, federal, educators, doctors, parents, etc. Since then, we've spent millions of dollars and countless hours on resolving this problem. The results? Again, we have completely failed. But how do I know this? Well, because almost 24 years later, the most recent active shooter incident in a school, Nashville, Tennessee aside, was Uvalde, Texas. And that incident produced worse results than the triggering incident of Columbine. And in between, there have been numerous incidents that have produced worse results than Columbine. What does this mean? Again, that we've completely failed. Yet every time there's another incident of mass violence in a school, church, or business, renewed cries for solutions ring out. And to whom do we turn to for these solutions? The same exact people and organizations that have failed for the past 24 years. Except this time, we think that the results will be different. So we spend numerous additional hours and spend millions more with no new results. What sense does this make? And then it happens yet again, and we wonder why nothing ever changes. And believe it or not, many of the supposed experts resort to blaming their inabilities to resolve the problems on guns. Now, please understand that I'm only stating fact. I'm not doing this to take away or demean the very well meaning efforts of those who've been part of finding solutions. I am stating fact because, well, it is fact. And if we don't see the problems, we'll never fix them. So it's time to start looking elsewhere for solutions. It's time to think outside the box. It's time to completely untrain the wrong and retrain the right. That's what Blue U Defense and this channel is all about. Success starts with understanding what the problems are and how and why we've failed to fix them. It then requires building a foundation of what true security really is. Not only the what needs to be done to be secure aspect, but more importantly, how to do what needs to be done aspect. And there's a huge difference between the two. One is really mindset and the other's tactics. Tactics without the appropriate mindset are useless. And conversely, mindset without the tactics are equally worthless. You need both. And then there's so much more needed beyond those things. The good thing is that real security is very achievable by anyone, regardless of how big, small, old, young, strong, weak, or what age or gender you might be. And it's simply achievable. In fact, to achieve true security, you should never have to get out of a chair to do it, even physically defending yourself or fighting. Why? Because you already have what it takes to win and go home. And if you have to get out of a chair to learn what it takes, it means that you're likely being taught technique, and technique works awesome in controlled environments where a training partner is allowing them to work, or where there are rules that are being respected by everyone. This is just not the case in reality, where your opponent or the threat will not allow you to do anything, and they surely don't care about or respect rules. So stand by, and I'm going to bring you into one realm of understanding about security that is beyond anything you've ever seen. And I'm going to talk about what it takes to achieve, and I'm going to bring you to a place where you've never been, truly secure. And if I can get you and as many others to the same place, we'll not only lower victim counts when these incidents do erupt, we'll reduce the number of incidents significantly, if not completely. I promise you this will be very different than anything you've ever heard. But if we want real results, we need real change. We need new, we need effective, and we need solutions that can be mastered by everyone, to include those who have not had mind-altering careers or experiences. Real solutions are immediately achievable by anyone right now, and regardless of background, size, strength, age, or gender. So we'll see you soon. Stay with us, and I'm going to bring you everything you need.